We will not allow a Muslim become Senate president when the president-elect and his VP are Muslims, according to Adinye. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot, juicy news update, please click on the notification bell. While Barrister Mike Adinye, a Nigerian political analyst, was talking about Nigerian Senate presidency, he said that a Christian will be the next Senate president of Nigeria. While he was talking with the media, he said that the president-elect and his vice are Muslims. So there will be no need having a Muslim as the Senate president of Nigeria. He said, and I quote, "I do not see a Muslim becoming the next Senate president of Nigeria. I do not even see that coming to pass. We will not allow a Muslim become the Senate president of Nigeria. When the president-elect and his vice are Muslims, that will not happen. I would like to see a Christian become the Senate president, and that is how it will happen." During the discussion, he was asked that what if a Muslim emerged as the Senate president? How would he see it? Does it matter at all? He said the Muslims will not take over the politics of Nigeria, and there's no way a Muslim would be the Senate president of Nigeria. Mike Adinye stood his ground that it must be a Christian, and that is how it would be. A Muslim being the Senate president of Nigeria simply means that the Muslims have hijacked Nigerian politics because they have taken most of the high positions in Nigeria. It is simply the issue of what I call it is simply the issue of what I call ethnic. I said ethnic, no. Religious balancing. Nigeria is not a mono-religious country. Nigeria is a multi-religious country. Though we have the Christians and Muslims always laying claim, but we have other religions. Senate president can be zoned to the south, not to the southeast, because the southeast believe tribalism politics. They always go one-sided every time. Instead of Igbos to vote equally for all parties, they will not, and that is why it always affects them. Okay, you said this. You said this as if you love us. Is it not because of our oil that you pretend to love the south? Haba. Shame on you. Even the south that you defend the rejected you. Shame will continue to be your portion. Continue to envy the Igbo man who continues to remain successful. Wahala dey. If you like, let them give it to the emir of Sokoto. We don't need it. You will surely beg the Igbos when the time comes. Amid all the military head of state and president upon president ruling this country that are not Igbos, ask yourself why Nigeria is not making progress. Pa Adebanjo is Igbo. I believe the petition go to the north or anyway. Haba, how can Pa Adebanjo be Igbo? Are we as Nigerians voting for competent leader or just voting for the name of voting? Ojukwu contested against Obasanjo and he lost even his state to OBJ. What is your take on that? Or will you say this is the first time Igbos have been contesting for president of the nation under other political parties aside the two major parties? Why aren't they, the Igbos, voting for their own? They are wise and I support them on this action they have taken. If any tribe is selfish, it should be the Yoruba that have produced president and vice president for 8 years each, and the Southeast has not been either president or vice president for not even a day since 1999. And people will come out and spew nonsense without thinking of their comments. They say this since power. Okay. They say since power cannot be entrusted to them, let them go their separate ways. You say no, they expect them to be happy. Note that I'm not Igbo, but I always stand by the truth. The thing is, it is not going to be making sense now. How will it make sense? We are not a mono-religious country, a multi-religious country. It is best you think along that line. Either the way from the south needs the Senate president, better take it to the southwest or corners, and he must be a Muslim. We do not want. Okay. And it is time for we, the south, to start fighting for the control of our oil. The man of little mind always good at dictating to people where and how to vote. You have never loved Nigeria. Go on and have it. It's all yours. But leave Igbos to live, okay? Whenever a lunatic wants to shine, he or she will start calling Igbos. Alright. As we Nigerians, okay, I think I've said that before. Either the way from the south need the Senate president. Better take it to the southwest. I've read that before. Now let me tell us. it is going to be a disaster. Very disastrous. If at the end of the day, a Muslim emerge as the Senate president, I'm telling you, it's not going to be funny. It is going to be calamity. I'm saying it. Now it might sound pleasing to the ears. Oh, let this one happen, let that one happen. Nigeria can never and will never be a mono-religious country. The earlier we understand this, the better for all of us. The earlier we understand this, the better for all of us. As long as I don't see anything bad in Muslim presidential ticket, I don't see why we cannot have a Muslim Senate president. They should enjoy what they started. And the Southeast, the Southeast is saying, they're not even saying give it to them. They are saying make it go to the North. Since everybody won, they said if everybody won, they want to say everybody done the kolo. Make everybody kuku the kolo, make we the kolo together. Let them keep talking already. The Almighty God knew and has chosen who become anything. No man, prophecy, or wishes can change what is destined. Can they just surrender to God? Muslim all the way, the church in the West collude with Muslim to rig off the Christian president. Now you're talking of Christian Senate president. Muslim all the way, please. What you like to see, because... Okay, what you like to see may of course happen. But remember, nobody is asking any Christian to go to the mosque or fast during the Ramadan. Or neither is any Christian asking any Muslim to go to church and sing. All we are saying is the majority rule, while the minority rather is fully cared for. That is the beauty of democracy. And let me tell us, I said it before, had it been these people, if they get to that position, they'll do what they are supposed to do. Believe you me, nobody would hear anybody's voice. But because even after you give these people, even after they come outside and say, oh, this one happened, that one happened, they have closed. Nothing. Since democracy is the voice of majority, why did INEC read some candidates out and selected their preferred candidates and non-patriotic Nigerians are clapping for Mahmoud? You see, you are still undemocratic. Why must you expect everybody to believe INEC rig elections? A president is not worthy to be president or the vice president. What makes you think that he will be good for Senate presidency? The Senate president should go to the Fulani Muslim or Yoruba Muslim. If they like, let them put Muslim because they are fools to be infuriating government affairs with religion. If they know God, they cannot be working against God. You lie. Where were you when they picked president and vice Muslim? Were you sleeping? Didn't you do anything to bring them back? Since you didn't do anything then, you cannot do anything now. But the Southeast is certainly not interested. We're interested in the return of OB certificate, which will happen soon. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And so let's come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.